Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Okay, everything looks fine. Now starting first game. Black pieces. I'm going for King's Indian. Okay, bishop takes interesting. Usually they play e4 or something else. Maybe my pawn. Where is my pawn? Okay, my pawn is on. What is this? Wait a second. Now everything fine. Knight d7, e5, rook e8, e5. Now if I play e4, I think it's not great. Let me take. I don't want this open F file. Now, what's now? Queen e7. After rook e1 check possible. Then my piece is more active. My queen more active. Then this bishop almost trapped. Okay, interesting move. Now bishop g5 threatening bishop e3. Okay, my opponent just defending. Let me play h5. Okay. Bishop exchange, I think not bad. If I play bishop e6, then my queen not active. Now which move? Knight f6, but when my knight can go. That's why knight f8. Trying to go for knight f4. Okay. Now my plan changed after g3. Should I play h5? Sorry, h4. h4 rook e1. Not so bad. After g4, knight e6 maybe. Knight e6, threatening check, fork. Okay, looks like he blundered. After check, after takes, I have at least extra rook. Takes. I have +5 advantage. Now this game easier for me. Doubling my rooks. Okay. F4 senseless move. Let me take. Now this position easy winning. Offering rook trade. My opponent not resigning, just playing. Maybe just try to flag me. Okay. Okay. King g1, obviously. Now knight takes x3 next. Okay. What I play? Takes. Then I take rook. Not so bad. Exchange is not so bad. Take. Then after king takes f6 for protect my bishop, then I play something else. Check. Trying to bring my king. I played more slow, much slower. 12 seconds. I don't like these kind of opponents. Just play for this, play for flag. Only 6 seconds. Knight takes, maybe. Okay. Now let me exchange something. But I blundered my pawn. What now? Okay, unperson. Takes, queen promotion. Now only 3 seconds I have. Hopefully it's not a stalemate. Only 2 seconds. Let's pre-move all the game. I managed to beat him time because I have material. D5. Now D4 looks like main move. Knight C3, then D4 possible. Let's play D4. Bishop E2. Castle. This opponent also exchanged. 16, 16, 26. All is still going on. Now what I play? Let me pin knight. But knight defending knight. Not so big thing for me. Now queen D3. Takes. After knight takes, what I do? Queen F5. Queen F5. Anything missing? But after G6, knight hanging, no problem. Takes. Now what? Simply saving my bishop. Then rook D1 for attack this. Free pawn. Now trying to bring my rook. Maybe I go for rook exchange. Should I go for it? Rook exchange is not bad. I have already extra pawn. Takes. Okay, bishop f8 for king safety. Not bad. Now let me bring my bishop f4. Previously that move was not possible. Now b3, b3 now. Bishop d4, great square. Okay, I need to play fast, otherwise my opponent flag me. What I play, maybe. Now I don't have time. Let's play fast. Okay. Now my opponent win back a pawn. This opponent also trying to flag me. Okay, coin exchange. Now it's winning for me. Let's go. 7 seconds more than enough. Hopefully. What's now? Okay. No problem. 3 seconds enough now. Easy one. Easy one. What? Now let me pre-move all the way. Now my opponent wasting time. Okay. Now he played some moves. Game over. I already pre-moved all the way. Now let me start next one. E4, c5. Sicilian. Now knight c3, knight c6. Now d3 coming. Yes. Okay, where I can develop my bishop? First option e7 or second option g7? G7 more safer. Let's go. Bishop g7 castle. Okay. Takes ideally not great because the f file open for him. Let me take. Pawn takes. I thought the okay e6. That was predicted. Castle. After takes my rook active as well. Knight f6 for exchanges. Knight g5, then rook back. Okay. Takes. Queen takes. Okay, if I give jack, then bishop e3 possible. Let me play queen b6, bishop e3, then rook f8. But what after knight d7? Hmm, taking some pawns. Interesting move. My opponent preventing my rook f8. Taking more pawns. Knight takes. Okay, that's interesting. I not thought of this. Okay, interesting choice. Queen side, I have extra pawn. Now my knight unpinned. Knight can jump on. Okay, knight g4. But after h3, what can I do? Check. Queen sacrifice. Queen sacrifice. Let me think again. Or rook f1 first. Queen sacrifice looks brilliant. After takes, rook f1 takes, and it's mate in one. h3 not working. It's mate in one now. Queen takes also possible after bishop e1. It's mate in one. Now next game. Next game started. This time Kokan defense. Takes actually main move. But knight e2 new for me. Let me take. Playing similar. Knight f6. After takes, I try this time g takes. Usually e takes main move. Now focusing on development. Bishop g7, but after takes, queen check possible. This might be not good for me. Knight c5, but after d4. Not good as well. If I take simply, after queen takes, I have castle issue. Every move playable, but no one best. Okay, I thought it just take and take after queen h5. Now simply castle. I don't have any problem. Then in future I play king h8 and rook g8 for use this, g file. Okay, my opponent preparing for d4. Let me attack bishop. Takes now d4. Now there are some possibilities. Queen d6 or pawn push. Pawn push. Takes. Now again e5. The knight can jump on f4. Looks good. Okay, now queen takes I think best. Queen takes is stopping some checks. Rook takes then knight h6 possible, but it's not that bad. But anyway, queen takes. King h8, preventing any kind of fork in future. Okay, let me play fast, but best move more important. Maybe knight h6 coming. Okay, wait a second. Rook takes. Just strong pre-move. Now it's over. I don't have any opportunity. After queen move, check. Check, yes. Now it's mate in one. Okay, but it still is it's losing on time. Predicted move. Hello, hello, Chris. Welcome in. Now let me start next. Starting with knight f3, g3. Okay. Oh, e4 more natural. No, no, no. I made mistake. Let me bring my knight on center. Takes. Then I win back my material, my pawn. Or queen e2 first. Queen e2 first better because I don't want exchanges queen. Takes. Okay. Bishop takes interesting. Now I have light square bishop for the attack. Okay, developing all pieces first. One person. Pawn takes. Okay, knight takes. Vikrant red. What are you trying to say? Vikrant red. I'm not here for red. Okay. Can I take b6? After pawn takes, rook takes bishop possible. Well, but bishop take g3 if I take. But it's not that bad. Let's go. Okay, bishop takes g3. Okay. Saving my queen. If bishop takes g3, now bishop e3 possible. After any takes any move, he has to take my pawn actually. Otherwise, he lost the queen. Just like this. After pawn takes queen s3, it's over. Hearted, weird, worried. Vikrant has 20k subs. He is a good player. He says so. SR8 means okay. Let me start next. Play chess with Vikrant. Vikrant को beat, but currently is chess Lichess streamer. Now I understand what you guys want. Okay, my bishop traps soon. Maybe not, but I don't like takes currently. Let me attack rook. Now h5. H5 just playable, but not so great. Maybe pawn pose. Then knight e5, knight f3 somehow. Knight e4. This move, I don't like this move actually. Now he has to prevent knight f3. Knight f3 pretty much dangerous. Okay, knight f3. Now rook under attack, bishop under attack. Simply takes. But my knight is great piece. But if I take rook, then I have great opportunity to win this in endgame. Now what? Let's take knight because knights are great defender. Now I doubles my rooks. But I don't like this one. g5. Let me play g5 for prevent my opponent g5. Now rook f3. No attack for my rook. Now this dark square bishop. Okay. What should I do? If I take g4 takes, then h5 h4. I think not good. Let's go back. Okay. My pawn's under attack. Now I push this pawn. Play Vikrant Bohra. Vikrant Bohra not a chess.com player. I think I watched his stream. I watched his stream. Now what I play? Takes simply. Looks like my opponent blundered again. Now rook hanging on d1. I already played with him. Search Vikrant Bohra. Okay, after this game I hit search. There are so many Vikrant Bohra fans. Check. Now how can I mate him? Now some checks coming this way. Now any check? Mate in one now. Vikrant Bohra. There are two IDs. First one is this. How can I see profile? Okay, Vikrant Bohra here. Again, I'm not able to see ID. Profile. Friend. Friend. Search. Now. Again, same thing happening. I don't know Vikrant Bohra currently playing or not. You had earlier chance to rapid. Play online. If I go play online, this will be happens. Find friends. But currently he's not playing. I think he's playing on leeches. Let me see on leeches. Wait a second. 20 minutes ago he played. Now let's go back. I wasted lots of time. Yes, he ended his stream. Now let's start next game. Just now offline. It's a b2, d3, some takes. What I blundered. Okay, let's see what I do now. I grab one pawn, but one pawn not enough. Okay, my opponent threatening some discover checks. Now knight d5 fine. Now this pawn also protected. Now I have to go for all over attack. Otherwise I lost in endgame. Okay. What's my opponent idea? My opponent idea knight c3. Let's attack queen. Now. Repeating my position. Bishop e2, f3. F3 then knight takes e3 possible. That's the only problem. After takes king 2 takes. Otherwise I lost my rook. King takes. Only move. Now I post my pawn next. Pawn post. Takes, rook takes. What's now? Knight f3 or knight e4? Knight e4. Now rook c1 preventing this. Queen g4. Any problem? Some problems, but still playing. Okay, this was main problem. Knight takes. Okay, okay, my pawn pinned. I missed that as well. Hi Santish Sharma, welcome to my channel. Now let's start next. D4. Now takes, I think, wrong idea. Let me pause. Knight D2 has another possibility, but not so great. Now going for castle. S3. Somehow I play knight S2, knight G4. But my opponent not castled. Let's bring my bishop. Knight S2. Knight S2 looks interesting. Then maybe I push F4, G4, then F5. Interesting to see. If H5, then what? If I give check, then after king H7, queen takes H5 possible. Can I go for it? Now king move, then my knight safe. Otherwise knight check dangerous. Okay. Takes. Now he has to play e takes, definitely. Now I think I'm losing my knight. Because there are no discovered checks. Eating some pawns. Because I'm losing knight anyway. I blundered, yes. But anyway, I have some moves. After knight f3 takes check, then I have this fork. Okay. What should I do? Takes back. Takes. Exchange, I think, wrong idea. Keeping my rooks for try something. Yes, I'm able to play with you. You have to send me challenge. Now, can I repeat? Let's repeat position. Okay. Rook on 7th rank. Rook c7 not working because of pawn push. Knight move. Knight move also not possible. Looks like I am back. I'm winning at least one piece. Okay, just taking back for this passer. Taking pawns now. Pawn push. Pawn push. But he can easily target. Trying to bring my second rook. Now preparing for push. Okay. Takes. Now my rook's on 7th rank. I take the wrong way. Okay, 6 seconds. Queen promotion. Okay, my opponent easily flagged me now. Okay, he's also down on time. Okay, I managed to defeat on time. Okay, someone challenged me. Let's play. D4 knight f6. Standard opening. French defense Spanish variation. Gave request. Currently, I'm playing with the viewer. It's dot your ID. G6. Now I try to defend my king. Okay, interesting move. My opponent don't want queen exchange. It means this pawn also hanging. Takes, I think, not bad. Rook b1. Now I have to bring my bishop, all pieces. Okay, what should I play? Knight d7, b6. Trying to complete my development first. Okay, my opponent idea is simple. Let me take. Now currently not mate. Somehow I push d4 for mating ideas. e5 4. e5 4. Okay, okay. I missed my rook. Now my opponent threatening fork me. Now I have, I think, only move. Knight move down simply takes, then it's mate in one. If queen takes, then knight c5. Queen takes knight c5. What's now? My opponent attacking my f7 now. Rook f8 or rook e7. How do you have animations? Because I selected arcade in setting. Let me show you. You have to go all settings, then scroll down. Something like this opens and scroll down. Then previously selected is medium. You have to select arcade for same thing. Now next game. Random viewer said me this. I just applied. I was playing rook e8. Anyway, mouse is slip. Oh, my opponent preparing for b5 maybe. Okay. What should I play? h6 for prevent any takes. Now offering knight trade. Now my king little bit weak. My opponent king also weak. Okay, my opponent preparing for double rooks. Rook c8. I'm preparing for b6 and c5. Maybe pawn takes was better. Anyway, takes c5. If takes, then takes, otherwise okay. Takes, otherwise pawn push. Now some weaknesses for white. I don't have any big weakness. Okay, he just sacked. Interesting move. Let me take with pawn. Then I take one more pawn. Taking another pawn, I have now winning chances. Okay, my opponent idea dangerous. Now maybe g5 for prevent mate in one. I don't have any other move. Let's go. Another check. Yes. Checkmate pretty much hard for him. Let's take pawn. Now what? Pawn push or something else? Maybe this way. If I push my pawn, then my opponent play rook h8 maybe. Then some drawing chances. Let's go like this. pawn push. Now I push like same way. Push, push. Now check. Okay. If I take pawn take, I think it's fine. After pawn takes king f7, definitely. Now if check, then I take pawn. It's easy one for me now. Going for pawn promotion. Well, seconds, 11 seconds. Now my king active. My king going for take. Remove this. Let me do this and remove. It's mate in two. Okay, Suman sending me challenge. Let's play. Let's play. Send me challenge if you want to play. It's not e5 4. E5 4. I don't know. I'm not seeing that position. Now what's my plan? Now my bishop not useful in this diagonal. Relocating them. Now kicking bishop. Bishop has to go there. Okay, takes. Not so bad. Rook b1 hitting this pawn. Rook b8. Yes. Now can I sack my bishop after takes knight takes possibility? But what if knight take my d4 pawn? Then material wise it's equal. Bishop e4. Now he has to think little bit. Takes. Knight takes I think fine. Otherwise I take another pawn. Okay, but he played knight c4. Knight a3 not possible. Okay, I missed this fork. Takes. Now he has to move their queen for create some space for his rook. Maybe queen f6. Otherwise, bishop a7. I win their rook. It's rated or casual? It's rated. Queen f6, then queen takes c7. That's a problem. Maybe my opponent know about my next move. Bishop a7. If queen d5, then simply exchange. No, no, no. If queen d5, then I take rook with jack. But if I take back, then rook takes b1. Okay. Takes. Takes, I think not great. Maybe take my d4 after pawn takes or rook takes, queen takes. Then I take bishop takes d4. Then this game open for all three results. I don't know what are you thinking. Takes actually bad idea because my rook on 7th rank. Pawn takes pawn. Takes. If takes, then he has to take my. Yes, he played it. Now which move I play? Takes, bishop takes, then c3. C3, not so great. Let me take d4. Then after bishop takes, maybe queen takes a6. Or rook d1 for attack bishop, then rook d7. Let's play this. Now my bishop freely move. Question is where bishop can go. Okay. Interesting move. No, I think queen f3, but Queen f3, then rook f6 possible. Attack, attack, attack. Rook f6 actually dangerous because after queen move I lost f2 with jack. Queen e4. Now if my opponent attack again, then I take simply bishop for continue this game. Okay, I completely missed this. That's why my rating low in rapid. Check. King g3. Then queen exchange. After takes. Okay, just give me check first. Bad one. Still hoping for some chances. Okay. Now I don't have any defensive move. Let's resign this. Okay, rematch? No way. Context definitely. Knight f6. Knight c6. My both knights developed. G6 for bishop G7. If I push H4, this takes H4 for knight H5, knight G3. Just possibility. Let's play queen B6 first. Queen B6 preventing castle, hitting this B2. Now castle. Let me push my pawn. Then I go like this. Where knight can go? Knight has this square. But after knight D5, my pawn protected. Then I push A6, knight move. Then my position is decent. Okay, interesting move. Let's play this, threatening this now. Knight E3 after takes. But knight C3. It's not great much. Maybe bishop F5 was better, but I don't like G4, some bishop trap idea. Now, good thing is I have a space advantage. Knight takes C3, then I simply takes its check. Okay, interesting move. My pawn only defended with my bishop. Looks like I'm losing this pawn. Knight takes. Then C2 defended as well. If takes, then I take F4. Takes. Check. Knight takes. Then I take F4. Okay. We just take with F knight. Okay, takes. Queen takes definitely. Then what? Knight takes, then I simply takes d3. But after queen takes what? Knight d5 takes, takes. Let's see. Maybe I push e5 for my bishop activity. Queen takes, king h1. Then what? If queen takes now, then I take bishop takes. Now my knight pinned. I not seen this. Now what? Knight f4. Because g3 not good, not possible. My pawn already protected. Okay, interesting move. If I play Rook b8 then a6. What? That was my rook now. What's his plan? Queen takes? Queen takes check after king g7 what? King h7. Queen takes e6 definitely coming. Then maybe rook f7. Then I try to move my rook. Then I try to move my knight. Maybe some sack after takes g3. Some chances. Okay, rook takes played. Another interesting move. I have to be careful now. Okay. Pawn push. Pawn push, pawn push. G5, G4. Let's go. If d5, then what? Now my opponent down on time. He has to play like bullet. Now this game definitely bullet. Okay. G4. After takes. Bishop move. Then I play G3 maybe. G3 for cover the two squares, H2 and F2. Hello Sanvi, welcome to my channel. Okay, takes. Now pushing my pawn or something else. Check. This move I think mate. Only move now it's mate in one. No? Okay. Now maybe it's mate. Now it's mate. Okay, I won this. One win, one lose. Let's play with the average judge. I want to hear your English. This game going to be easy. Now which move? E5. E5 takes. Then bishop under attack. Maybe my opponent take this. Take. Just exchange, but after this variation, I lost my castle after queen takes d7. Let's take their bishop. Takes. Which is your favorite opening? I like to play random openings, which one never played, or sometime played rare openings, something like Bomb Cloud. In standard, I like to play King's Indian, something like this. Some attacking games. Can I play with you now after this? Definitely. Okay, interesting move. Knight h5. This pawn is pinned. I think he has to play bishop s2. After takes, knight takes. Then e6, I think. Depends on position. Bishop better for endgame and knights for tricky games. Bishop better in strong players games and knights better in beginners games because they are miss forks, and bishop better in open positions and knight better in close positions. Both piece values same, 3 points value. What interesting. My opponent not take my bishop. Actually, my bishop already trapped. Now what I play? Bishop h6, h4 takes. Then I have bishop f3 move. Let's go. But I no. Knight already pinned. Knight takes e6 not possible. This move was predicted. Now saving my bishop. Bishop takes. Easy game. Now this one over soon. I allowed this. But now my rook defending h7. No opportunity on f7. Takes. Rook f8. Then I take f2. Bring my queen for mating ideas. Now rook takes. Okay, just more missed. Rook takes h7 was possible. After king takes, queen takes. Then my opponent tried to repeat this position. Doubling my rooks now. I have to unpin my rook. Then I take f2. Rook h7. Rook takes h7. That was possible, but not now. Let's play c6 for kick queen. Queen e6. If takes, then I take f2. Then I go for mate. Queen e6, decent move. Let's try to exchange. After exchange, I try to promote my queen quickly. Okay, now d5. No queen active much. Takes. h7 already defended. d4, c3. Okay, now directly c3. Threatening mate. Okay, this was predicted. Let me take rook takes. Check. Check. King a1. Check. And mate. Now it's mate in one actually. After queen. I am good. What's up? Kareem Doda. Everyone sending me 10 plus 0. Let me play with Ajho. Let's start the game. d4, d5, if okay. Now d5. Some exchanges, then I target pawn. Bishop c4, over protecting my pawn. Now after takes, knight takes. But he pushed c5. How many have been playing chess? You process these positions really quickly. Since 2017. Maybe knight f4, takes. Then I post pawn. Some knight activity, pawn post, rook e1. What's now? My opponent preparing for castle. Let's post my a pawn for prevent a6, b5. Usually black's idea. Okay, a6 played. Bishop d2. b5, not possible now. Now a5, a5, but knight on d7. If I go like this, it's not as much strong. Now let's go for king side. After castle, I jump simply on f5. Maybe g4 for cement this knight. If bishop takes, then g takes. Then king h1, rook g1 will be possible. Say something. कैसे हो मेरे दोस्त? I said in Hindi. I don't know about Tamil. Maybe c3 somehow. g4 aggressive. g4 then simply h5 possible. Then my king more weak. Let's play c3. Now. b4 takes. Then I have c file. Otherwise, it's not bad. Let's go. But I blunder my pawn. Anyway, let's see. If takes, queen d2. I played little bit carelessly. Less than $50 per video, per live stream actually. What I blundered. I was not playing that. I was thinking about this. Better move was bishop d3. Now it's over for me. Bishop d3, then pawn push. Okay, if I played this, takes, just exchange. Then this position was playable. Knight move, knight e4, I think. It's already over for me. Let's resign. Okay, rematch. That was misclicked. I missed actually pawn takes, but that move was mouse slipped. Let's start French defense. D5 main move, advanced variation. C5. c3, main idea. Do you have no? I don't have coach. What's your idea? I forgot. Maybe I played with you before. Nitin Patel, yes, I played with you. Nitin Patel, Nitin Patel, Nitin Patel. You are not online. Yes, yes. After this game, send me challenge. Otherwise, I send me you challenge. Takes, pawn takes. If knight a3, then simply takes. Pawn takes, bishop b5. Sorry, bishop b4. If I take, then f takes. Takes, takes. Not great. Let's bring my bishop. b4. Interesting move. Knight takes. Now if I take this pawn, takes. After pawn takes, queen takes d5 possible. Let me take bishop. Bishop was ready for discover attack somehow. Now queen takes or okay, queen takes played. Now if I exchange knight after c takes, my opponent don't have any problem. What I do, queen c7, then simply f4. Let's castle. Now f6, then after takes. It's not good as well. s3, s6. Now f4 played. Decent move. If I take now, take rook c2. Queen takes, then I simply exchange queen after, then rook c2. Rook c2. So can I go for bishop exchange? Not bad. Then I activate my another rook, rook c8. Okay. Rook c8. Any problem? No problem. Now f5 not possible because bishop g5. If f5. I'm ready for rook c3 for attack queen. Queen f2. Then I just okay. Now what I play? Rook e2 looks good. Then rook c7 for dominate seventh rank, second rank. 91 looks like only move. Then what I play? Bishop h4. Bishop h4. G3. Then bishop back on e2. Knight f3. Then I give jack. Then my queen active. Let's go for it. But I missed. But anyway, I blundered my rook. Rook b2 was better move. Rook b2 was better move. Yes, you are right. Now it's time to play with you. After takes, I design this. What he missed. Now let's go. I missed, he missed. How can I win this now? If I play queen e2, rook e1 takes, king here. Let's go. I think it's possible. Takes, king g1. Then I sack my rook. After king takes, it's mate in 1. Okay, designed. Now it's time to play with you. I played with you enough times. Nitin bhai, let's play with you. You have great rating. It's unrated, okay. E4, E5. Knight after knight C6. D4 slab, sorry, Scotch gambit, Scotch game. Now takes actually main move. Now bishop C5 takes. Now C3 main move. Then I develop my knight. After c3, if I take, then my opponent has great center. Check, knight c3, knight e7. Not so great. Okay, if I take now, looks like I missed something. Let me take. After exchanges, no check available. Takes. Now he has to do something of this. Now, what I play, if I go for castle, pawn post, then knight g6. Okay, let's go for it. c6. I am in danger. After pawn post, this might be losing for me. I have to be careful little bit. If I play knight g6 now, knight b5, queen b6, then my position not bad. Let's go. Now what? Knight f4, d6 for bring my bishop. Looks like my opponent idea knight b5 for attack the both pawns and queen. Then I lost my c7. Let's push my c6. Now knight b5 not possible. Queen f6 simply. Only bad thing is my bishop not active. Otherwise my position fine. If I try to develop my bishop, then what happens? First of all, knight e5 for bishop exchange maybe. d6. d6 for bring my bishop. Bishop g4. I like this setup. But what if my opponent just play? Okay, but I was missing this. Now this position almost winning. I have to just convert this. Now what I do? Queen h6 for bishop exchanges. Looks decent because I want exchanges now for play endgame. Or simply pawn push. But knight takes, then it's back rank issue. Okay, now my bishop active. If exchange, then it's fine. It's not exchange. If not exchange, then it's also fine. If I post, then post. I don't like this. Let's play queen f6 back. Now my bishop finally active. If I played bishop g4, then h3 was possible. Then my bishop don't have any great square. What's now? Check, king move, d5 pawn post. Not so great. Just moving my rook for rook d8. Then my bot rook done their jobs. Rook d8. Somehow my bishop trap. I need to be careful. g4, then queen h4. Then, okay. Still g4 not possible. But he just played it. Interesting to see now what he can play. Bishop takes g4 next, probably. Let me take now. Now my position more better. d5, then after pawn post, I don't like this. I don't want to give some counter play. Yes, Kavya ready. Welcome back. Now what I play? d5, then e5. But d4 possible. Then I have great winning chances. After d4, it's fork. Let's go for it. d4, yes, d5 I played. Now threatening d4. Pawn post or takes not possible. Now what? Saving my queen. f5. Okay. My opponent threatening mate. Now g6 or something else. g6 actually not bad. Queen g6, then after queen move. My queen under attack. Let's play g6. f5, queen f6. Takes. No problem. Now pushing my pawns, but I don't like knight e4. Let's play this first. Queen f5. Now this game easier step by step. Knight e2, pawn pose. After pawn pose, my rook also active. Yes, yes, I am playing against viewers. Pawn pose, pawn pose, rook d3, winning. Okay, what are his plan? Knight f6 is plan. Check. Then pawn promotion. Pawn promotion. Yes, I forgot what's your ID. Tell me what's your ID. I played with you yesterday. Yes, boy. Okay. Now after takes, it's not check. I simply take. Okay, okay. But anyway, now where he can go? Knight f6 or queen takes. Queen h1. Queen h1. If takes, then what? Rook d1. King back. I think it's not working. Okay, after queen h3. Okay, let's play with you. Send me challenge. Yester boy. 5 minutes. 10. This is my last game. Okay, let's start. Castle. Now. Okay. What is this? It's not check. Rook e1. Now, rook c1. Queen under attack. Context not possible. If I take c7, bishop takes. Just playable idea. Threatening this now. I think it's mate in one. It's mate in one. Okay, accepting last game. Then I end this stream. Threatening mate. Mate. Now, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm ending stream. I back tomorrow. 16K.